So many moments, so many talking points, but let's just talk about that very special moment at the end for that young man, Max Dowman, 16 years of age. Just sum that up.
No, it's incredible. I think you can see how he plays. He plays so calm and yeah, without fear every time he gets the ball, and I think it takes the right decisions most of the time as well. So, and you can see the goal there, it definitely took the right one, and yeah, he's an amazing player, and it was a great goal for him, and yeah, I'm so happy for him.
The two of you came on together, it changed the course of the game. What was Mikel's instructions other than just try and win the game?
No, it was just getting information that, yeah, do the plan that we talked about before the game, and yeah, we knew that, and then, yeah, of course, try to change the game and to get the win. So, yeah, we tried to take our chances, and yeah, I think we did.
You got the all-important first goal. Before that, you could feel the tension, the atmosphere in the stadium. Were you aware of that? Could you sense it?
Yeah, I think it's normal when it's 0-0 and yeah, it's only a few minutes left, and yeah, of course, we always try to win the games, and we know how important this win is, and yeah, it can happen, but yeah, you saw the atmosphere also after the goals, and that's what we love.
I mentioned special moments. How big, though, and how special could this moment be with Man City still to play tonight, but the gap at this moment is now 10 points?
Yeah, I think every win is important, and yeah, of course, we try to do our best in our games, and we can't control the other results, but yeah, we're in a good position, and yeah, we try to enjoy this win now.
Are moments like this with a young man scoring a goal like that, his first senior goal for Arsenal, does that what makes teams special and bring you things that are special?
Yeah, I think if you always go into the games with the right attitude and with the right belief, I think, yeah, together and with a good atmosphere between the group or in the group, I think we can achieve anything. And yeah, when Max come on, I think he can feel that, and we're behind him like we are behind every one of us, and yeah, that's why, yeah, we play good.
Well, Victor, well done. A great contribution from you and a great contribution from Max. He is the player of the match. Will you give him the trophy when you get in the dressing room?
Yeah, let's see about that.
Mikel, I said to Victor Gyokeres on the pitch, a match with many, many moments, but one moment is going to write all the headlines tomorrow. Young Max Dowman, 16 years, 73 days, now the youngest ever scorer in the Premier League. Just sum up, not just as a manager and a former player yourself, but also as a father. How special is that moment for a youngster at that tender age?
Yeah, it was a great moment, especially the way the goal built up, you know, and we had like 10, 15 seconds to really enjoy actually what was about to happen, and it was magical, all the bench and all the players together, jumping off the crowd. It was a beautiful day.
Can you remember being that age, and can you remember what those kind of moments might have meant?
No, nowhere near the level that he's at, obviously. It's not only the goal that he scored, I think he changed the game. Every time he got the ball, he speed of the game, he makes things happen, and it looked like we were more of a threat. So to do that at that age, in this context, with the pressure, the expectations, to win the game, it's just not normal, obviously.
We're talking a lot about his age, but what about the maturity that he's showing? How do you rate that at this moment in time?
But it's so organic for him, you know. He does it. He doesn't feel the pressure. He goes there, he gets the ball, stops on the ball. It's natural for him, and that's the best thing. So make sure that he does what he feels. And when you have such a talent, I'm sure good things are going to happen.
When you sent on Victor and Max, you could sense in the stadium, I'm sure you could, the tension was building. What was the instructions other than just go out and win me the game?
These are the moments. The same with Gavi. I think all the players that came in, again, the impact that the Finnish are having in the season is remarkable. Everybody is important. Everybody is adding to the team. And yeah, there are moments that we have to be patient, because with all the dominance and amount of short situation that we have when you don't score, the anxiety is building, and you have to stay composed, be relentless in your desire to win the game and make something happen. And the team really had that spirit today.
Everyone, as we know, will be talking about Max, but Victor was the other part of that, Joe. It's his 11th Premier League goal, 16 overall now for Arsenal. Do you sense he's really growing into that role that you brought him into now?
Yes, and he does so many good things for the team. And today he's got a massive goal. You have to be in the right moment, in the right spot. He said and he was there, and he helped us to win the game.
And of course, the all-important question in terms of the title race, the headlines will be what they'll be tomorrow, but what does this do in terms of the title race from where you could be by tonight? It could be as little as 7, it could be still 10.
Well, job done from our side in every level, because I think the performance in many situations was very, very good. And what we are doing every 3 days, I think the players deserve a lot of credit.
And very finally, it will be a special day in Arsenal's history.
Yeah.
How special a moment do you put this down as?
Very much. I mean, I think what we do is to create memories and to create moments. And I'm sure for many years, people that was in the stadium today would say, I was in the stadium, I was at the Emirates that day when that kid at 16 scored that goal in such an important moment of the season.
Mikel, thank you.
Thank you.
So Victor Gyokeres saying, look, that it's understandable. He felt the nerves. You could sense that inside the stadium. And Martin, you know what would have come Arsenal's way had they not got the job done tonight. But it probably is, if they do go and get the ultimate prize, a night they'll look back on, won't they, and say that was pivotal in this race.
Do you know the thing about is the power that gives you now, the energy to win a game late like that, energises the crowd. You know, sometimes you look at it as well, the bigger picture in terms of Arteta's teams in the past. Have they lacked a superstar? Well, there's one now in the making. This young kid, let me tell you, everyone's been talking about him for a number of years, and he's just come in at the right time. It just gives everyone a lift. And then you look over your corner at Man City and you say, well, how are they feeling right now? That's 10 points, guys. It's a must-win game here tonight with still a lot of games and a lot of football to play.
Yeah, and he was involved, Shay, wasn't he, in the Victor Gyokeres goal?
Yeah, it was a huge moment, wasn't it? Because it looked for all, it was going to be a 0-0, you know, 2 points drop for Arsenal at the top of the league, the pressure. But he gets it here from a throw, and I think the Everton players have to do better, but take nothing away from the quality of the ball. It's a brilliant, you know, cross to the back post. They get a bit of luck with the deflection when it lands to Gyokeres in a sense, but I think the two Everton players have got to stop the cross. You're in the 89th minute, you know, you work so hard away from home. Pickford then as well, you probably look at, but you know, it's hard to look at a goal but not look at the positives.
It's a great ball though, isn't it? It's teasing the goalkeeper.
It's a brilliant ball, but he has to do better, the goalkeeper. He has to get that fist on it, he has to get it away from danger, Martin. They do get a bit of a break off the defender, but again, you know, give credit to Gyokeres as well, because he's had some things that are a bit of stick. Jacob Bryan had Gyokeres in his pocket. Gyokeres just sort of drifted into that area, and it looks an easy goal, but if you know Bryan doesn't switch off, Gyokeres doesn't get in that position, he doesn't score. But I think it's the pressure that was released when that goal went in, and
the young man though,
the ball in was amazing. Yeah.
Presence of mind. You know, you're 16, you could be forgiven to being on the edge of it. Maybe that was just a perfect time to put him in, when it was like, okay, you go and do your stuff, just be free in your mind and whip that ball in. I mean, and the goalkeeper's gone, do you know what, I can take that. And it's just gone away from him. There's more on it than he expects. And that's a top goalkeeper, been magnificent this season. Earlier in the game, he's pulling off great saves. And then it just turns. It just turns on its head, and the whole Premier League then has a different look about it, and the whole night and the expectation for the rest of the season. And the next game now, Leverkusen, it's from game to game, competition to competition. And it keeps that momentum for Arsenal.
Yeah, and Gyokeres has had stick, hasn't he? But he's got 16 goals, 11 in the Premier League for Arsenal, and they are important goals, match-winning goals, albeit Dowman added the icing on the cake. And what icing it was, Stu. I mean, incredible. 16 years, 73 days. He will be doing his GCSE soon, won't he? And telling some stories to his friends at school.
It's brilliant to see young players flourishing and coming on. The managers trust him to put him on a game that's a high-pressure game for Arsenal. He's come on the pitch, and I'll tell you what, it would have been easy for him. He made that goal look very easy, but his composure to just drag it inside, goal the way and slot it in the goal, as well as the cross, was absolutely brilliant by him, I've got to say. A lot of players would have panicked slightly here, potentially, you know, and all of a sudden maybe played the pass at the wrong time. His feet were brilliant, and credit to him. 16 years old and rolled it in the back of the net like that. Fantastic.
He heads it, doesn't he? I mean, you just look at the skill set here, OK? So he comes onto this quickly, assesses well, heads it down, and then it's like, it's outside of the right foot, look there, and away from another defender, and then the wrist bit can just enjoy that.
The header,
running.
Martin, as well, the pace he puts in the header, it's nearly like a pass to himself. He passes it himself with his head into a space that he can sprint into, and then, as the lad says, the composure on the edge of the box, he set the Everton defender down. He never looked like missing after that. Then it was a brilliant goal from him individually.
And when you look, that's the difference between the sides at the top of the division and the sides just below. The bigger squads, substitutes come on the pitch. Both substitutes for Arsenal have scored goals today and had an impact in winning the game for Arsenal.
Yeah, and look at this. There he is, Martin, at the top of the pile. 16 years, 73 days, well ahead of James Vaughan, who did it in an Everton shirt many years ago, April 2005. He was 16-2-17. Look, 2 of those goals we've seen this season, haven't we, with Rio Ngamoa on that list as well. But incredible, isn't it?
That age, I mean, at 16, what were you doing then? I mean, I don't think I trained with the first team till I was 17. It was a big story within the club. This kid's now doing it actually in the games. And they've been waiting for him. You know, they've been waiting for him to arrive. What is he worth in terms of a new signing and all of those things, the money they spend? This great lift for the team who need that right now. Just another player to join in this party to take them to the end.
Where do you think his ceiling is as a player? I know it's pretty unfair to even discuss that now, but I know at Arsenal they have high praise for it.
Well, we once had a Liam Brady come through the system, you know, was sold on for a lot of money to Juventus, and he's as good as him. Well, certainly at this level, at this age, he wasn't getting in quite this early. You're talking at a really top level. I
think you have to be careful with youngsters as well. I've worked with youngsters with the 21s, and it's managing expectation. You know, there was a big article in one of the newspapers today about Lewis Skelly. Where's Lewis Skelly? What's happened to Lewis Skelly? We have to manage them and make sure that they get from here to 35 in the right and proper and have a full career.
But you can understand the excitement as well. When a player does that off the bench and the excitement he brings, I think straight away, Martin, you probably tell me better about more games than me at Arsenal. The crowd get a lift as well. This Max Dowman, he gets the ball, he plays with no fear. He gets at people who see the first goal, the second goal. We can get excited. I know Stuart's right as well, a bit older than me, a bit wiser maybe perhaps, but it's nice to be excited about such a talented player as well. And I don't think there is a ceiling on this player. There's no ceiling.
Martin, these are some of his best bits from today and the maturity that he showed.
Do you know what? Look, give him his wings. You know, let him play. The manager's managed him brilliantly, to be honest, because he's shown a lot of good... I was shouting in the game, get him central, get him central. Now, look, the mantra from Wenger was these players play wide, they learn the game, and then they come central. This guy, look, here, no one can get the ball off him. And to be fair, the cross, his best work comes from the outside. And it's on that left foot of his where it's a teasing cross. Look how he's affecting the game. It's pass move. He's looking, look, great effort from distance, but it encourages other people to take shots, and it's that extra body in those central areas. But this is the ball here. Fantastic ball in.
The other thing you mentioned, Martin, as well, is when you're that young, you don't think about the pressures at the top of the Premier League. He's just a kid that's playing in the first team, and he doesn't really think about, you know, can we go 10 points clear? He's just enjoying his football. He's just out there, you know, sitting Everton players down on numerous occasions. He's so gifted.
Let me just tell you this. There'll be 2 dressing rooms here at the Emirates now. One lauding a young player, Dowman, for what he's done and the contribution he's given. And in the Everton dressing room, I would fully expect the coaching staff to be pointing out to Armstrong, who's also a very young player, you can't switch off when we put you on the pitch and we trust you to come on the pitch. When you look at that first goal, he stood outside the 6-yard box, and it's his man that's ended up coming off his knees, going across the face of goal to Gyokeres. That's the 2 tales of 2 young players today in this game. One's going to be lauded, the other one's learnt a valuable lesson.
Yeah.